Rodrigo Reyes, the director of Cruce, is here with us. How you doing, man?
Good, how are you?
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So your film has a very deep theme. It truly does. What made you want to direct this film?
I kind of wanted to try something different, be a little daring and risque. And I kind of thought of something that I knew myself and that I've heard stories of, and that was really current, which was immigration. You know, my mom went through it, my grandma went through it, and I kind of wanted to, you know, let the public know, hey, you know, this is kind of a thing that happens, and, you know, we're here, this is our life, this is kind of our story. You know, obviously it's one point of view, but it's definitely, you know, some people's stories, and I think that we need to be heard, you know, especially as, you know, a Latin American, you know, director myself. I feel like it's our, you know, role to show the world what our families have gone through, our history.
Yeah. Talking about risque, you did have a couple of risque scenes in there. How was your actress like? I mean, how did she work with it? How did you work with her?
So I met the actress, Paulia Ortiz, about 2 days before and on the phone. And I kind of said, hey, I have this script, I heard it's pretty good, and you kind of want to get into something. I'll send it to you, and let's see what happens. Within like an hour, she got back to me. She's like, I'm down, let's do this. So, we got to it, and then first night we were there at the hotel was the first time we were all meeting together and shooting. And I said, well, this is the night where you're going to get a little undressed. But I had a really good cinematographer, which was Lisset Mendoza. And, you know, when we had those scenes, intimate scenes, especially when she's bare in front of us, it was me, Lisset, you know, my sound girl, and myself, and it was just us three, you know, and Paulia 4. And all the guys got out, and we were just there, and I kind of just said, hey, this is a scene, we're doing this. I made her feel very comfortable. I told her I'm not, you know, we're here to do an art piece. And so Lisette was great, you know, we did it as fast as we could, and we shot it, and it just came out beautiful.
Pretty good. You've done films before, Rodrigo. What was new about this one? What did you learn that you didn't maybe know before?
The amount of people it takes. I did like a portrait of myself back years ago, and it was one person and myself, but now, you know, this monstrous of a small project 5-minute video that I did took like 7 people for like one scene, which was like awesome. And so I really love the collaborative part. I love bringing people together and making something.
So tell me, I mean, this was a pretty big cast to take over. You guys went to Mexico, you filmed in Mexico. Tell me what that was like.
That was the coolest part. I told them, guys, I'll take you to Mexico and I'll give you tacos. So we had, our biggest worry was getting over and the equipment, because, you know, in Mexico, people don't have this big cameras. So we thought small camera, you know, small boom mic, and then just roll with it. And we kind of, you know, just did it. And on the border, I said, let's get out. Let's just start shooting. And we started shooting on the border. And luckily, no one's done anything. People were like kind of staring, but we kept it pretty down low. And we all got back on time.
Tell me, Rodrigo, I'm really interested in knowing, I mean, being Hispanic and showing your friends and family this film about immigration, what kind of feedback did you get from them? I
was pretty lucky that I got really positive feedback. This first showed at the Next Generation Filmmakers Film Festival this last December, and people like really liked it, you know, and they thought it was important, and they thought it was something that needs to be shown more, you know, and you know, my family was super supportive. They loved it. You know, obviously, like I said, it's one aspect of the many different ways that a person can get here and start surviving. Yeah. But I was a pretty positive feedback. I was really lucky.
That's awesome. I'm glad for you. Tell me about the Newport Beach Film Festival. How are you feeling right now?
It's pretty amazing. I got to Orange Coast College about 2 years ago, and I saw these kids who like got into this film festival, and it's huge. And I was like, oh my God, like, if I can get there, it can somewhat validate me as a director, as an artist. And I kind of said, I made this thing, this beautiful film that I made, and I love it. And I hope, you know, people who choose it like it too. And so I submitted it, and, you know, I read the email like 6 times, and I was like, is this right? Like, I was like, is this right? Like, this is not happening. And so
I'm so happy for you.
When it came around, it was like a validation of what I'm doing is in the right direction.
That's awesome. That's a great way to end the statement there. Well, Rodrigo, best of luck with everything. Congratulations on your entrance to the Newport Beach Film Festival. I'm so happy for you.
We'll see you soon.